Yep.
You're off.
It's 3 o'clock. Go ahead and call the meeting to order. If so, please do. Becky, please read roll call.
I sure will. Tom Wilson.
Here.
Dean Friel.
Here.
Jack Scrogstead.
Here.
Mike Pearson.
Here.
Ryan Rod.
Here.
Thank you.
Okay, any public attendees? We have none. And then we have Paul Rodolphe. Paul, do you have anything for us that you'd like to talk to us about? Paul, why don't you come and sit at the table with us?
All right. Here, I just have a quick announcement so W-2s are done and they are available. I'd like all the department heads to come down and get their W-2s for their team. For the board members, you can come and get it as an individual. You know, they're there for you, so we don't have to mail them out. The other thing I would tell you that haven't heard this for the third time today is it's also going to be available on MyPay, which is where you go to see your paycheck. That'll be there tomorrow if you've signed up for that as well. So it's there. Come down and get that before you leave today. That's all I had.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Approval of minutes. There's no changes or corrections to the minutes from the December 10th Facilities and Maintenance Committee meeting. They will stand as presented. Maintenance Department report. Eric, would you like to walk us through your month?
Yep. Really what's happening this week, maintenance truck, all the maintenance trucks, we have 4. All the strobe lights or new strobe lights are going to be installed. Previously, we didn't have any strobe lighting or emergency or warning lights at all attached to them. So mine's done. I think tomorrow 2 or 3 will be getting done.
Is that at Ken Nelson? Who's doing that?
Kevin Nicholson's doing it.
Okay.
Yep.
Did you not get that memo on the first part there, Jack? Please mute or turn off your phone.
Usually,
Sorry, Eric, for that
all good.
unbelievable disruption.
New maintenance tech 2 was hired, Zach Taylor, on the 26th. So and on top of that, we have a best employee that just started Monday this week. So we are kind of at full staff right now, which is a good thing. Both of them are doing awesome. Custodians are doing awesome. Maintenance techs are doing awesome. I think we're clicking pretty well. I think things are moving in a good direction. We had 2 small snow removal days, actually 3 counting today. It's probably a 2 to 3 hour rodeo for us. We've gone through maybe 100 bags of salt so far this year. The last 2 years, it's been roughly 290, 300 bags. So doing pretty decent so far.
Let's hope it stays that way.
Yeah. December and January have been pretty easy for us. We are working on assigning room numbers. We've been working on that. We're considering either putting stickers on wood doors or a plaque on stickers, or stickers on a plaque, so it'd be removable. It's just discussion. Kind of unsure of what to do. I kind of would like to keep it pretty as best we can. So the LEC, we have a 2.5 inch supply line to the boiler that we patched. It's been in need of replacement for a few months. Just kind of waiting on a good day to shut the boilers down and do all this stuff. And we're kind of buying time right now just by patching it. Yep, the new, yep.
It's past warranty. I mean, when was it? When was that built? 5 years, 6 years?
I
How long
think
ago?
it's 6 or 7 years old now.
We took possession of it November 2019.
Yes, any workmanship stuff's out of warranty.
Yeah. There's been boiler work done on both boilers. Water heater work as well. We need new filters, just a handful of items that need to go in. Kitchen oven, we had issues with a board going bad. We have 18 lights to replace that we have in stock right now and booking. And then we're looking into additional water treatment because of the water. It seems not treated as much as it really should be. So
Like softening.
we have softeners, but additional to the softeners, there's so many fixtures and components to the LEC that we need to look into
Like
to
pH
something.
balance.
More like maybe a commercial RO system, something along those lines.
One of the things I mentioned, it was too late. It was after it was built. I saw that they only had softening for the hot water, and I'm thinking cold water runs through those fixtures and their electronics. They're gonna scale up as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the issue you have,
Yeah.
that you gotta somehow get it into the cold fixture rather than just the hot as well.
So we're working on that with Hartwig.
Yeah, the consuming soft water is not, I mean, that's why they don't do it a lot in the cold water supplies, is because you don't want to consume it. But I guess the one point I'd like to make is we've got preventative maintenance contracts, to your point is this under warranty? Our warranties are out from all the buildings. We have warranty next door in our facility next door, but the preventive maintenance stuff that we're doing and what Eric's been doing, eventually we're going to catch up to, or the preventative maintenance is just something, we're still taking care of a lot of stuff that isn't on the preventative maintenance program. Things are going to pop up, but I think having regular filter changes and stuff like that done to the facility is going to make our facilities last much longer. So, and this is in lieu of the PMs that we're trying to do. So,
Right.
We're still putting out fires every once in a while, but it's still, we still do have a preventative maintenance contract with some.
Right. So yeah, that's kind of it with LEC. Animal control, all the woodwork, all the flooring is done. Furniture has been moved and built and rebuilt. There's a trim work request on their front lobby desk area. Other than that, they've been pretty kosher. New courts, HVAC control work is still ongoing. I think there's 2 or 3 items that we still need to address. We've just been kind of bouncing back and forth with that. 4th floor LED lighting replacement is scheduled to start on the week of the 20th. It sounds like we're working around the courtroom availability days. So most likely then the 21st or 2nd, we'll be seeing Helm on the 4th floor. Prior to that, we will be replacing some ceiling tile as needed. All the 2x4 fixtures will be getting replaced to 2x2s. So there'll be just kind of a lighter shade of tile in that spot.
And then as far as the ceilings go, when we're replacing the tiles, we need to check above the other courtrooms to see if they've insulated above the drop ceilings. I don't know if they have, because I think Judge Ackert was having some, I don't know if she was having echoing or something in her courtroom. I can't remember what that was. Eric, do you remember talking about that with her?
No,
Well, she had some type of echoing, and insulation above the ceiling would help out tremendously. So as we're replacing stuff, I would see if we have insulation above those things, and if we don't, we need to consider.
right, it should be.
There should be, but who knows? I don't know. I've
Yeah.
never, but if that's something we should look into.
Well, we're kind of buying time right now, just replacing what is needed and as needed versus completely going out and replacing all the ceiling tile.
Which is good, because I'd like to see, there's gonna be some VAV work that'll need to be done in the next few years. So there's no reason to go through and replace all the ceilings at this point.
Right.
So I think it's a really good decision.
One thing I don't have on here is the flooring. That's on my plate right now. Needs to go out to bid. Still working on it. I'm assuming I'll have everything done and ready to go out to the public. I'm hoping by the end of the month, for sure.
Are you gonna bring a plan to us to show us what you're planning on doing per floor?
It's just the fourth floor.
Okay, I mean, to see which
There's-
areas we're talking about doing and.
Yep. It's already done.
Okay, good.
Um,
Bring it on over.
Yep. We did some furniture build outs for the health department and state's attorneys. There's multiple TVs to be hung. Power and data need to be ran to these locations. The TVs go to kind of a handful of different offices around the fourth floor and third floor.
Is this above, beyond Nomad?
This is above and
Okay,
beyond.
good.
Nomad and Helm, that project is still stalled. We're waiting, it sounds like camera mounts. Unsure on a date of completion for them. The second floor expansion space, fence for the DOC holding area, that's been completed. Everything is 100% finished on our end. We're still waiting on a camera to be installed. It's on order. IT is taking care of the camera end. I believe he's gonna order or front the camera cost, and the sheriffs are going to take care of the labor end. So maintenance does not have to worry about it. We have a new fire alarm in new courts. Building test was on yesterday. And we've been working on new soap dispensers, installing manuals versus automatics. So I think that building is pretty well complete. Not sure on old courts, but
The new courts, have we got anywhere with the grouting and all that stuff? Is everything good there?
we haven't touched the grouting yet.
No.
No.
Okay.
No. Old courts, west retaining wall collapsed. So this is kind of a big deal that we all have been working on. Martin and Company installed tent barricades. It was pretty much the next day. And we're working with Will and Hoffman on the elevations and whatnot. So we're hoping to get that done before 4th of July. 100%. Yep. The entire wall, sidewalk on Galena side, and most likely sidewalk on Second Street side too. So the plan is to extend or widen the sidewalk to at least 4 foot from light post to the exterior side of the foundation or the retaining wall.
Our administrator is gonna talk with the city to help us out with that. So. And then, what else you got?
The best remodel is delayed still. We've just been kind of
Yeah,
scattering everywhere here. But I like to try to keep things that are on the list previously and just give you a heads up on what's happening. The south entrance door has been finished and card readers should be installed by the end of this month. The north doors will be replaced and the card reader will be done hopefully in the spring. As far as the FMD or the old jail, we had a garage roof replacement. It was leaking pretty bad. It's been leaking for multiple years, I'm assuming. Metal work and gutters are still to be finished within the next couple of weeks. And we had five new garage doors and openers installed. That's about it.
that's about it. Is that all?
It's a lot.
Is that all? No, that's, yeah, I'd encourage you guys to go over and get a hold of Eric, go through and take a look at what's going on over there. The 5 garages, we cut an opening between the second and third door, and it's a really nice work area where, I mean, it's really helped out for maintenance, and with what they're doing down the lower level, it's gonna be great. So, very good. Anybody have any questions for Eric? Yeah, with the wall, we're getting elevations and some cross sections and stuff done in the topo map from Windler, and the entire wall's got to be fixed. So it's something that we hope to get out for bid. We're hopefully going to take something. I wanted to do something this month, but obviously we're not ready for that. But next month we will have something for Paul and Jim to look at as far as what we feel the engineering is going to be, so we can start moving on it, because we'd like to get this out for bid like soon. And then that way in the spring, we can just pull the trigger and get it done. Because we don't want to have a whole summer of that torn up again. So what we'd like to do is like an estate stone from Unilock, and do 2 tiers, not one big tier. The stone that they have down there right now it came from Lanark, and it's a limestone, but it's really porous, and it's kind of falling apart. There's certain spots that are, that gets water on them. And then another thing is they're smooth faced stone. So they stacked them, and there's no geogrid, and there's very few, but if we did it in 2, the tallest wall is what, 5 foot ish? So if the tallest wall was 5 foot and we went down to 36-inch walls, and then we went back 10 feet, then we can level the thing out. So it's actually going to look beautiful from when you come into Dixon. You'll actually have a landscaped area that could be planted or whatever, and then it's easier to mow and something we don't have to worry about. And if something does go wrong with the wall, you can take it apart and fix it. This wall that we've got down there now, there's no fixing it. It's pushing over, and it's the wall that fell in, they had it on camera at like 11:30 at night, wasn't it, Jeremy?
No, it was about 5:30, 6 o'clock.
5:30, 6 o'clock. They have a video of it just falling over. So I mean, if somebody is sitting on it, I mean, it was probably a 15 or 20 foot area that just collapsed, and you can't even tell there's damage because we got the barricades put in, and it looks like there's a wall there. But no, we want to get that fixed. I think that's all I was going to ask you about. I was going to ask you about something else, and I lost my train of thought. Anybody else have anything for Eric? Okay. So work orders, we still don't have any requested work orders.
No, we have work orders coming in.
Okay. So I would love, just for the record, to get to a point where anything over $2,500 would be put on the form that's on the computer in the county, to where we start having these guys look at some of these projects that might cost more than 25. I mean, I know
There's
we don't have
only-
anything yet, but I'm just saying, as they come in from people, let's just make sure we're using the steps that we've put into place.
Everything that I've seen as far as work orders
Tiny.
go, it's small stuff.
Yeah, and we don't need to know
Most
about
of
that.
it, there's a few that's,
Yeah,
it might hit that.
right. Yeah, I'm just saying, when that does happen, it would be nice. I mean, hopefully there won't be any major projects coming.
Right.
So there's a request submitted for discussion, there's none. Request for the final budget numbers, there's none. Request ready for approval is none. So that work order area, that's good though. People, I think you're doing a great job getting ahead of a lot of the stuff that people would ask to have done, but I think like I said, the custodial stuff that we're doing, a lot of the build out stuff you're doing yourself, ceiling tiles, that's great. That's what I think it's working out really well. Unfinished business. There are no items under unfinished business. New business. There's no items under new business. The biggest thing we wanted to talk about today was that wall. And hopefully we'll have a report next month on what the cost for the engineering will be. We'd like to get that process started because it's going to take probably 4 to 6 weeks, and then get it out for bid and get this thing started as soon as possible in May. Executive session. Is there any request for executive session? None? Anybody have anything else that you want to discuss? No? Okay, do I have a motion for adjournment? Dean, first? You can't. Jack seconds it. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye.